Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's installment of the Bar. This is your girl, Londie, and on deck as co-pilot is General Big Sack. Say what up to the people.
Man, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? Guerrilla Warfare's own Big Stacks 100. Holla at me.
What's going on, fam?
Man, chilling. Sounding sexy as ever, as I always do. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the people.
Oh, Lord have mercy. All right, I'm just going to get into it. Tonight is I'm not going to call it an unorthodox show. It's an epic show because of a special guest. We got Dizaster calling in, and okay, let me just say this. This is a disclaimer. You know what I'm saying? Over here at the Bar, dog, we are not biased. You know, we playing around, but we not biased. We don't give a fuck. We allow our guests to come on and, you know what I'm saying, and just be free to talk what it is. We also engage. Our questions is off the hook. You understand what I'm saying? We don't have no bias here. So I invited Dizaster to come on the show because he's part of the culture. I like what he do. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, he's the first guest from Cali that called in. Shout out to Kev Battle that's calling in from the Big Bang and out there in the Bay Area. Yeah, Dizaster's, you know what I'm saying, he's the first guest that we've had on the Bar, and I've had over 200 guests, you know what I'm saying, come on the show. So he's the first guest from Cali, you know what I'm saying, and basically give him his time, you know what I'm saying, his little journey that he's on. So I can't wait to get him on. But let me say this real quick. Next week, December 6th, not December 6th, my bad, December 12th, let me stop, pause. Let me speak about what transpired yesterday. Okay, to everybody that's listening, I am a battle rap manager. My client right now is Matrimony Harder. Shout out Matrimony. That's my sis. She back on deck. She was supposed to battle Ash Cash on the track. Ash Cash backed out, citing family emergency. All right. As a manager, as conflict of interest, I'm not going to say what the fuck I really think. You understand what I'm saying? But shout out to my client for holding her own, showing up to the venue with the bars on deck, looking beautiful as ever, and you know what I'm saying, ready to battle, okay? In regards to what happened, you know, I feel bad, you know what I'm saying, it's Ash Cash wasn't the only person that didn't show up. You understand what I'm saying? There's a few, and you know, No Mercy, you know what I'm saying, he you know what I'm saying, shout out to No Mercy, you know, he's doing, you know what I'm saying, things for this culture. You know what I'm saying? And to have people just, you know, there's people out here who want to fucking battle. You know what I'm saying? You're giving people opportunity and they're not showing up. Stop giving people that's non-ranked, you know what I'm saying, opportunities. Yeah, I said it because ain't nobody going to tell me I can't say it. So, Stacks, let me just ask you this question. How do you feel, you know what I'm saying, as far as just being part of, you know what I'm saying, a part of a guerrilla warfare, how do you feel about the no-showing and backing out, you know what I'm saying, backing the battles in a fucked up way? You know what I'm saying? It was done 2 hours before the event was supposed to start. So how do you just feel about that period?
I mean, you know, I've dealt with it in the past, and it is, you know, it's unfortunate. You know, sometimes some things do happen or whatnot, but, I mean, with all due respect, like, shit, you know what I'm saying? It is family emergencies that do come up. You know, what can I say? But in that same vein, you know, there's people that do play around with this shit, and this is the thing. Battle rap is, like I said before, you know, it's something that we all need to hold with delicate hands because who knows how long it's going to be around. You know what I'm saying? We're all trying to make this all work. So, man, but again, it's the flip side. It's the vice versa. You never know. If it could have been a real problem, you know, hey, it is what it is. But
right.
we got the man of the hour on the line, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to bring him on right now.
All right. Everybody else, y'all get brought on. It's this time now.
Hello? Dizaster, you there, G?
Yes, sir.
Greetings, King. What's going on?
What up? Thanks for having me.
No, it's an honor to have you on. Let's just get right into it. Can you just wait? Okay, welcome to my little show called The Bazaar that I've been doing for 2.5 years. This is my team. This is Big Stacks. So just for people that's listening, if they're not under a rock, can you just give us a little brief history about or introduce yourself, because this is your first time on the show.
You know, I'm from Los Angeles, California. You know, I go by Dizaster. Fucking been battling for 10 billion years. I got 1,000 battles online. Just Google me. I go all over the world and I and I battle people for a living. That's what I do. I'm a lyrical warrior.
Right.
Not about that shit.
Yeah. Pretty much, and yeah, man, this is what we do. This is our life. For anyone who is not, too familiar with exactly what we do, it's the raw, uncut version of what you hear, as considered mainstream rap today, or what people consider rap today. We're this is the last place you'll find the pure, raw, uncut form of hip hop that's still alive. That's what we are, and I represent that. That's what it is.
Talk that
all
shit.
Show.
Right. Right. We appreciate, you you taking your time to come over here. In regards to just, okay, I'm an old head. I'll put that out there. Everybody they don't know how old I am, but I'm an old head. You know what I'm saying? So just, I've been a battle rap fan for like way back, like the 80s. You understand what I'm saying? And
that's what's up.
So in regards to just, when you came into, the love of doing it, to now, the transitioning, the time, the time lapse. How do you see the difference between when you came into what it is now? How do you feel the state of battle rap is now?
It definitely became like more of a how am I going to say this? It just became like simplified to where anybody could do it. Like it was dumbed down like for dummies. Like, check this out. Now you could be a battle rapper too. Practice 3 verses in the mirror, memorize them perfect, and come and rehearse them, and you're a battle rapper now. I could like literally have my little sister do a battle, and write the bars for anybody could be a battler. Like I could pick someone off the street and be like, look, man, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to just spit these bars for me. You're a battler now. And they could come out and have a couple performances and have someone ghostwrite for them, and they could be battlers. So it became like the studio industry, whereas back, when it first started, it was very heavily based on your improvisational skills and, how much ability you had to actually be an MC and control the room, and it was always about the crowd. Now you hear people talk about, the crowd didn't matter, man, we're going to have to watch that again. I understand we don't catch things, but, the whole thing of being an MC was based on controlling the crowd, and battling was steal the crowd from somebody. And really, it was more of also a positive aspect when battling first started. Now, like the direction it's headed is into a completely negative, and it's because of what we're fed and brainwashed every single day of our lives. Like we're systematically fucking brainwashed with violent bullshit. So we all just rap about violent shit. But back in the day, fools used to battle about who had the better party and who had better clothes and who could rock the party better. And I rock the party and you don't, and now it's just, I'll blow your head off and I fucking sell more drugs than you and fucking, And I'm not just saying that about people who rap about street shit. It's all negative, regardless of whether you rap about street shit or not. It's either, I'll fuck your mom or break your legs or stab you or shoot you. That's what battling has become, unfortunately, and no kind of real skills, like my close brother Supernat, you know what I mean? Like me and Supernat, we gonna do a 2-on-2 together one day and just to showcase what's up. That's already that's very well could happen. Like we've already talked about it, it just have to be a perfect scenario, I guess. But like that's like one of those situations I wanted to prove like why shit's so different from where it used to be. It's like if you bring up Supernat to a lot of these new cats, they don't even know who he is. You know what I mean? Like
I reached out to him. Wait, can I ask a question? I mean to cut you off. Supernat, that's somebody that's from my era. He's from my era, and he's from on my side. Let me ask you this: was he at that battle with you in Cannabis as your guest or with Cannabis?
That was
okay, because let me tell you something. A lot of people ain't know he was at that battle. When I pointed it out, they was like, "What? Who?" I'm like, Supernat. Y'all know who Supernat is? Y'all bugging. If you don't know who Supernat is, you don't got no pulse.
Nah, and he's the man too. Like he was standing behind Cannabis, but we was close even before that because I first met Supernat while I was doing the tournament things, and that's another thing that goes into the question you asked me. Like we come from the era of tournament battling. Like a lot of these guys, like Mook and all these, that's why Hollow gets the respect because he's really a real one. A lot of these other dudes, they're like poster boy battlers who used to just have like bars and they memorize them and they go around and spit the same verse at parties. It ain't what we came from. We came from a real tournament era where people used to just, you know what it's like. Putting your shit on the line time and actually having to go against 5, 6, 7, 8 dudes in a row. You know, these people don't have not even the fucking, you know, not even an inkling of that stamina, not even anything close.
That wind up, gotta get that wind up. Super Neck got 19
the
minutes
conditioning is gone. The conditioning is gone. Like, you know what I mean? Like, these guys are not really fighters. Like, you catch them slipping on an off day, they can't rap. They don't have no raps. Like, let's battle now. They don't have nothing. Like, it's the craziest shit ever. I really, for me, it's hard to understand, you know what I mean? But, like, I just evolved with the time. I just became a better writer. My thing was freestyling, you know what I mean? And just over time, I just evolved as a writer. But, you know, that's just because, you know, times change, and I couldn't go against the grain for too long. Like, that's another reason I'm such a polarizing figure that stuck to my own shit, and I didn't really conform or adapt to nothing. Like, I kept doing my own shit. So when you stand out, you're gonna be outcasted. Like, if you're gonna do your own thing and not be like the rest of the people, not listen to the same music and eat the same foods and the same things as the other people. And that's kind of the shit I'm trying to hold on to this shit. That's why I still respect cats like DNA and, you know, even though Clip's shit been like fucking hot dog water, hot dog fucking dookie sauce, he's still a real MC in that sense. Like, he fucking comes through, you know, he might not have a round with him, but he's going to be able to pull through some shit and still entertain the crowd. That's really hard to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know what? That's a question in regards to just, okay, back in the days, well, I'm from the era where it was about, you know, a battle was about freestyling, just totally freestyling.
Right.
If a nigga came to a battle
with a written, you out of there.
He got beat up and kicked out the park. You know what I'm saying? He got beat up and kicked out the park. So now it's like
that New York mentality drifted. Like, that's because we grew up, we looked up to the New York mentality. That's kind of what we like. A lot of us MCs out here, like, yeah, we like gangster rap and the West Coast thing, but that wasn't our thing. Like, we looked up to that. So that leaked on to the West Coast. Like, we was fucking, like, people were getting slapped and pushed out of ciphers, like, for real.
Right.
Like, that was happening because it was happening in New York. I guarantee you, like, people just, you know, it became the thing. Like, you got booed all the way out of there if your shit sounded like it was a pre-med.
It was written, exactly. So now it's like the reverse. What I want to say, how do you feel about that concept being applied now? Because now, you know what I'm saying, it's looked upon, if somebody comes to a battle and they freestyle, it's
right.
frowned upon. How do you feel about that?
Well, they spoiled fans. They want that punchline every single bar, but they don't understand, like, some bars got to be different than other ones. You got to appreciate them for what they are. So if somebody, like, you know, moves actual time with the bar, like, I was watching, I was surprised, you know, someone like Pat Stay, who's actually gotten crazy at his rebuttals. Mm-hmm. Like, he rebutted Hollow with the dead man walking thing and, like, shit like that.
Yeah, that was fire.
Yeah, I mean, shit like that, like, come on. Like, you gotta, like, we can't, like, exempt that from battle rap, because it's not really, you're not a real battler if you can't do everything. Like, to me, like, I don't want to disrespect a lot of cats, because a lot of homies can't freestyle. But, like, at the end of the day, like, it's only so much I can, like, look at you like you really about this shit. Like I've been really living this shit for, like, 15 years. Like, the real thing, like, I'm going from place to place bodying people. Like, the shit that Cassidy, like, yaps and lies about him having 5,000 in battles. Like, I've done all that. I have 10 billion battles. Proof is in the pudding. Like, I'm probably, like, I have the most battles in the world, except, like, the Source and Immaculate or something. You know what I mean? Like... So you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I've been here for so long to see it, so I feel like my judgment would be better than a lot of these new cats and what they think. And there should be, like, somebody that kind of, like, you know, the battle rap don't have no, like fucking, like, staff or, like, federation or some shit that, where people could actually, like, have, like, okay, this is what it is. These are the rules for everybody. You can't do your own thing. Like, we don't really have that, so people do whatever they want. Like, they don't judge battles. That's crazy to me. Like, how you even a battle rapper when you've never had... I think Mook just had his first judged battle recently or some shit like that, like the Total Slaughter shit. Some of these rappers have never had judged battles. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even think A-Verb has ever had a judged battle in his life.
He don't got no mustache neither.
No, but seriously, and you know, I mean, whatever. Like, I've done a lot of promos. I can't sit over here and, like, you know what I mean, talk a gang of shit. But I would rather have battles judged. You know what I mean? Like, where's the time? Where's the thing about putting yourself on the line? Where's the whole thing, like, about being a battle rapper and makes us different from the studio people, where it's not like being comfortable in your own home. You might lose your. You need to try your hardest. This is not just a paycheck. You actually could walk away from here, people saying you lost and people chanting the other guy a winner. that should still be around, but it's not around no more.
Right, because I'm gonna play devil's advocate. The battle, a lot of battlers have made that the issue. When you know,
they're pussies. I know that.
No, I mean, you have people like yourself, there's a lot of y'all who battle, who's still passionate about battling and doing music. But then you got some that just blatantly outright just don't write no rounds. They come up in there, and this is on this show, there's no filter on this show. I don't give a fuck who don't like what I'm saying. But, in regards to, they don't show up for battles prepared, and then the first thing they say, you just a check. They say it in the round.
Yeah, I mean, that's like the most, I don't even know how cats still book fools that say shit like that, you know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. Like, if I'm throwing an event, you come to my event. I book you, like I did the Halloween event, right?
Right.
In that battle, obviously, cats didn't get paid for that. It was different. Like, you know what I mean? We did that shit for fun and for a different reason. If I pay somebody to come do a performance and they say that, I'm probably going to fire on them during the battle. I don't give a fuck. I'll slap you right out of the ring. Get the fuck out of here. I don't even that's disrespect. That's crazy.
Right.
If I pay you a check and you show up and say, yeah, this was just a paycheck, you basically saying, yeah, I hustled the promoter.
Right.
And the fans, really. And the fans, really, more than anything.
Right. And then
you know what? That's something that we were talking about last week. I'm part of guerrilla warfare, and we just, we threw the crown too a few weeks back or whatnot.
Oh yeah, respect, man. That shit's real nice, man. Fucking, I love that shit.
Man, it was a lot of talk that a few of the battlers sort of like mailed it in or whatnot, and then everybody asked my opinion. Basically I told everybody like, you're a brand. At the end of the day, you represent your own brand, and if you don't stand up for your brand, nobody else is. You know what I'm saying? And every time you take the stage, you're a representation of your brand. And that's the thing. If you choose to show up half-assed, you're showing your fans that you just don't care, and you don't care about them.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So, man.
Yeah, and it kind of looks pussy sometimes. Like, it looks like you give it an excuse. Like, if you think you're going to lose to somebody, then you show up and do some weird shit. Like, it's almost like your cop-out way, you know what I mean? Like the guerrilla warfare, man, I heard it was really good. I've seen a lot of stuff, seen a lot of footage here and there. And I heard Verb and Surf was absolutely horrible, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I was hearing from people, that they were both complete fucking trash, you know what I mean? They were dumpster juice in that battle. So I haven't seen it. That's just what I'm hearing from people. Like, the comments just look like some straight fucking ass, you know what I mean? Shit was just fucking butt sauce. So I'm, reading all this shit, and I'm thinking in my head, I wonder how much motherfucking money they took out of y'all. Like someone like Surf, you know what I mean? Like, his brand, people got to understand. I used to say Surf is the most overrated dude ever. You know what I mean? I think he got a lot better. But, Phil Surf is a dude that built his shit, Smack are really good at branding people, and they turn Surf into a star. So don't expect that same, people just don't get it. If you take Surf out of that element, the brand is gone. You don't expect that same Surf in Chicago on guerrilla warfare on a completely different thing to receive that brand that same way. Surf shouldn't ever battle outside of Smack, ever. Because you know what? He had a chance. I'm not even mad at him. He's one of those dudes that I still look at okay, you cheaply made it up the ladder, but I'm not mad at Surf. He's one of those dudes in my head that gets a pass, because why be mad at him? The dude is a great rapper, and he ain't doing nothing wrong. He's trying to fucking feed his family and doing his shit. So he's fucking doing his thing, but you gotta look at it like Surf, bro. Surf is a Smack rapper, and he's there. He's that brand, and that's where he excels, because they let him do his thing, and they like hearing him. And I would never book Surf for an event like that, because I just know it's not going to be Surf. It's not going to be the full thing. His package comes with Smack. That's his branding. That's why they fuck with him over Math and a lot of people. That's why, Smack is smart. So is Beasley, extremely. They know what they're doing.
Right.
Word.
That's K-Rock and Surf are going to push the brand forward, and they shouldn't battles, because they're not going to be received the same ever. I don't know how we got on this topic, but yeah.
Word. Don't even trip. Hey, I do want to take a break right quick. Our co-host has joined us. You know what I'm saying? The lovely Coco. Coco, say what's up to the people right fast.
Hey, good evening, y'all. What's going on? What's up, Londie? What's up, Stack? What's up, Dizaster?
Oh, yeah, you have a super cute voice. What's up?
Oh. How y'all doing tonight?
Cool.
Word.
Now we interviewing
Sorry,
you.
I'm late.
You good.
Don't even trip. Work license. Hey, you already know.
We got Kev on the line. Kev is calling from the Bay Area, so Dizaster from Cali. So I want to bridge that. In. But I want to ask you this question.
Shout out to the Bay. What up?
Yeah, Kev, that's family. I want to ask you. Okay, I'm not biased. They gonna say I am, but I'm not biased, and I don't care what they
biased
say.
as hell, dog.
Yeah, I'm biased. They got with
Everybody's a little bit biased to what they like, man. I hate that word because everybody acts like they're.
It's preference. That's what it is.
Yeah,
it is. People try to push their preference off as fact. You got these niggas and these boys on the timeline who. That ain't me, Beach. No. In regards to the preference. So how do you feel about the word? All right, I'm gonna take the word preference out. How do you feel when you hear the word performance over bars? How do you feel about an overperforming nigga because he ain't got no bars? How do you feel about that?
I mean, that's just weird. I mean, it should be like both. Like, I mean, there shouldn't be nothing over nothing. There shouldn't be bars over shit, and performance over shit, or jokes over shit. Like, it's a battle. Like, if you don't have, like I said, that's why Hollow stand out.
Right.
Because he doesn't put himself in that category with, all these other guys that, I think it's preference, like I said. Like, I'm starting to look at it like a sport thing and for what it is. There's just different styles. Like, people might think Adi Boom is an incredible fucking battler to them, you know what I mean? And other people might think that he's mediocre. And people might hear the saga and be like, I don't like cussing, and I'm a Christian too. And they might hear him and be like, I love his shit, and I can relate to it. Like, at the end of the day, we all get pissed because I guess motherfuckers don't like what we like. Like, at the end of the day. And, for me, I actually try to enjoy everything. I don't have, like, a real bias for something. I want to hear crazy shit. Like, I don't care who's spitting it. Like, sometimes I love the street shit way more than hearing multis or all that shit. Like, I'm not in the mood for that shit. I want to hear some real street shit, but it depends who spits it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hearing Ice say some shit is completely different from, like I said, hearing Chess or somebody say something. I actually like that kid, to be honest. I don't know why I threw him in.
He's been
You know what? He has a character. The Chess kid has a character. Like, I feel like him. I hope I'm not mistaken him. Yeah, like he's the dude that was with Steams, right? Yeah, skinny dude, right? Like, so like. He's not that crazy, like, bar-wise. But the thing is, like, some people make up for it with what they have. They have something that other people don't. And I feel like
you're talking about Dot. I said, you sound like you're talking about Dot. Dot don't get no promo or no burn on this show.
Oh, yeah, that's another dude. I found him extremely hilarious, too. No, they're both funny as fuck. They're like brothers anyways. They both should do 2 on 2 together. That would be hilarious. But
I got a question, Dizaster.
What up?
Not to cut you off, but
cool.
I was wondering. I don't know if they asked already, but like, who are your like top 4 battle rappers besides yourself? Like, who you see up there?
Right now, like, like Hollow and Pat definitely are like I feel like that battle happened for a reason. It didn't go down the way it was supposed to. But I feel like when I look at myself, if I look at any 2 other cats in the world that are like almost exactly like me formula-wise and they have the same package, it's them too. I put them in like a different category, like because they're different. But then like Lux to me is incredible, you know what I mean? But I put them in a different, like it's a different type of like they're sick, you know what I mean? And then there's Big K and B Magic who are constantly terrorizing people. So like I don't really know how to. Like do a top 4 or top 5 because I got like weird, different, like, I guess those are the names like that come to mind. And even Ilmac, you know what I mean, who's the champ of King of the Dot right now, like he's super underrated on the larger picture, I feel like. So, but, Big K, B Magic, Lux, Daylight definitely up there too. I'll mention my boy enough, Daylight up there. And, I don't know, those are the guys that are causing a lot of like, buzz out there and that are pushing the culture forward, you know what I mean? So those are the cats that I look like that have like a razor edge, like them fools. If you want to look at them type of cats, those are the other cats that fucking entertain me. It's hard for me to be entertained. And every once in a while, like I seen an Enes battle recently that was fire. Like sometimes people will just come out with some shit. Like it was against Hazy, right? Am I tripping? It was against Hazy, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Oh, Ness went fucking super noodle soup on that shit. I went, hey, yeah. So, you know, like, hey, some people have their things, you know what I mean? But like, there's certain like legends in this shit like that didn't really fade away and are still fucking murdering shit. And you know, those are the guys that come to mind for me, like that sometimes impress the shit out of me. I'll be listening to this shit, I'm like, damn, those fools are crazy. You know what I mean?
Right. I feel that.
Yeah.
Hey, Dizaster, I got a caller on the line that he has a question for you. Somebody you may know.
All right, go ahead.
I'm finna plug him through right now.
That's cool. All right.
Yeah, hi. I don't watch that much battle rap. My name is Jesse Rican.
What up, you fucking weirdo? How do you come from a different? Oh, you guys are playing with me, man.
No, man.
What's
I'm supporting the show, man. What's up, man?
He's a legit caller, G. He's a legit caller.
Hey, that's what's up, man. What's up, Jesse? Now, Jesse the homie, man. He knows I fuck with him.
What up, Diz?
What up, man?
Yo, after the Janja battle, man, and the Dumbfounded shit, because Dumbfounded was killer, man. I would officially say you are the best doing it right now. Seriously, like,
man. Thank you, man. Hey, you're probably the last to me, man, because I remember how this fucking shit started. You motherfuckers used to kill me, bro. Me more than the other two, but yeah. You guys used to terrorize me, man. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that, bro.
But I was definitely a fan, bro. But
I mean, you know what it is? I'm gonna be real with you. I have a different attitude. I'm back in love with my shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, a couple years past, it happens to everybody, man. Like, I feel like that type of talk when people are like, oh, you the best out. Like, after a while, when that shit, anybody would let that go to his head. I've seen Clips let it go to his head in 5 seconds. You know what I mean? Like, Clips had a window. He had that little 2-week window where people were calling him the best. You know what I mean? Like, it's about holding on to that and figuring out how you're going to hold on to that. Or you let that fade away and you let it go to your head and you stop preparing for real and you stop being in love with this shit. See, what drives us as MCs is the disrespect and fucking doubt from other people. And that's what I think a lot of battlers don't know about themselves. That the shit that originally fucking drove them was the fact that people wasn't saying they the best. They were saying you wasn't the best. And that's what makes us crazy. So I feel like I'm kind of over that, and a lot of people, like, now doubt me again. You know what I mean? So I'm back on my shit. Like, I love my shit. Like, I'm happy. Like, I'm going into my battles halfway drunk. Like, I don't know how to explain it, man. Like, I just have a good time. I listen to music before my shit. I just party, kill rappers, and party again. You know what I mean? I'm not taking this shit serious like last time. Like, ain't nobody got to fucking, pop a blood vessel over this shit.
Yeah, you do be mad red in the face, definitely.
I be getting mad sometimes. You guys see it. I mean, it's a natural thing with me, though. Like, I can't, like, right now in my life, like, I'm not angry like I was last year. So I can't be going into battles, about to lose my fucking shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's now, like, I've calmed down and had time to self-reflect, especially after the mask shit. You know what I mean? Like, I suffered just like he did. You remember I was banned. I couldn't battle nowhere. Don't Flop didn't fuck with me. Smack wasn't going to fuck with me. They actually told King of the Dot to ban me. Like, it was a decision from everybody to, like, not have me battle no more. So, like, I know how that felt. And then I landed the Cassidy shit, you know what I mean? I got lucky that happened for me, you know what I'm saying? Well, I could have been sitting out for the whole fucking year. If it wasn't for the Cassidy shit, I would have lost a lot of relevance, to be honest.
Right.
So,
and I think that's what it's about, you know what I'm saying? Just as far as, as being a fan and an insider, I think that just being, it's about staying relevant, reinventing yourself, but also you have to realize that life happens to people, you know what I'm saying? And how you adjust that, you know what I'm saying?
We were just talking about that,
Yeah, life happens, and if the fact that you just said you got the love back for it, that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Because to lose passion for something that you love, that shit is deep. You know what I'm saying? So the fact
it's whack. It's whack when you lose it, and everybody goes through it. I'm telling you, I'm watching it happen. A lot of cats, you just gotta you got to be on your shit. Like a lot of battlers be having their moments where they just in love with the game and they just, you know, I see it in Danny Myers. That's why I love Danny Myers shit. Like, you know, people might not all receive him the same way he should be received, or, you know, he might be understood by some cats, and a lot of people might not like his shit. But at the end of the day, you look at how Danny Myers is, he embodies the hunger and how a battle rapper should be. That's the attitude. I'm telling you, it's a spirit.
He's a
it's
good
not even
sportsman.
Danny Myers. No, listen though, it's not even him. Look, that's a spirit. Like it's a I call it like a battle spirit. Like, and it's the same motherfucker in everybody. Pause. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, it's like I see it. The shit that I see in Danny Myers, that shit used to go around everywhere between me, No Can Do. Like, I know what that fire looks like. He embodies what every battler should have. He's that passionate about this shit. You know? It's hard to be that passionate all the time, man. Life happens, like you said.
Exactly.
Life happens.
But I do got I got a legit question for you, Diz.
What up?
You know, you surpassed you know, Locksmith as you know, popularity goes, and you know, but I mean, you know, Locksmith was that dude at one point. The competitor? No, I'm not trolling at all. Does the competitor and you want a rematch? Yeah.
Would I do a rematch? Honestly, like, there was, like, if you would have hit me, like, a couple of years ago about it, I was still salty about it. You know what I mean? There was a period of time, like, years up after that shit where I wanted to fucking kill him. Like, anytime people brought him up, I was just, like, salty and, you know, oh, fuck Locksmith. I murdered him the first 2 rounds and all that shit and all that. And, like, at the end of the day, bro, when I look at it now, man, like, I wish him the best. I ain't even trying to battle him, bro. Like, I don't got nothing to gain from battling Locksmith. I feel like he's just a guy at his time that just got lucky with me, and he's a good dude. And, you know, he got away with it. I'm happy he did. You know what I mean? Like, he's a humble-ass motherfucker, first of all, bro. Any person in real life that's humble to me, immediately for the rest of my life, I'm going to respect them if they kept it real with me. And Lock was that dude, you know what I mean? So there's no way I want to take that win from him or try to fucking say fucked up shit to him. I wish him the best. And, you know, certain dudes like, you know, Rex is like that. It's crazy. Like, even though I don't like Mook at all, Rex is a real-ass motherfucker. Like, people don't know that. He really is a fucking real-ass dude. Like, so like, I'll forever respect Rex. Like, no matter what happens. People, like, will tell me, like, oh, he bodied you. I'm like, whatever. I'll either diss the fucking, you know, I'll say, oh, you know what I mean, motherfuckers, like, weren't hearing me or whatever, but I don't really diss Rex like that. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
So, you know, that's how I feel about the whole situation. Like, let things be the past. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I even tripped on the Rex shit after I left New York. I just felt like I deserved a better battle with him, and I wanted to battle him.
I was just going to ask you that. I was just going to ask you.
Yeah, but it's whatever. Like, I'm happy about it. Like, it is.
No, just how did you feel? How, you know, how was it? You know, the same, just the effervescence, just the feel of battling on a URL. You know, some of that.
It was amazing. It was amazing. It was absolute like. Fuck all the bullshit. Like, yeah, we all battlers. We're all gonna talk shit. URL is my competition, in my opinion, because I'm more of a king of the dot rapper, like straight up.
Right.
And that's those are my cards, and that's what I do. You know what I mean? But if you really, you know, want to know, like, detail wise, like, I'll be straight up with you. The feeling was absolutely incredible. I never even forgot it. Like, it's something about New York for me. Battling in New York is crazy. And, you know, that wasn't the first time I battled in New York. I've been battling in New York since I was a kid. You know what I mean? Like, I used to, when I was way younger, to battle out there. You know, I battled at universities out there in the middle of New York and been in tournaments out there and all types of shit. You know, and it's always been that crazy-ass feeling. And when I got the smacks, I remember Young Ill walked up to me, and that's another dude, like, has my utmost respect forever. You know what I mean? I know we'll have, like, a weird reputation about him or whatever, but to me, Young Ill's another real dude because he walked up to me and let me know what it was. He didn't put on a front. Like, he's like, listen, bro, a lot of people talk shit about you on the internet, but I'm going to tell you firsthand what I know amongst everybody. Like, everyone's here to see what you're going to do. Like, and when he told me, I really realized it was all just fake. Like, the internet shit is fake. It's WWF. The fans, you know, oh, you're not welcome, fuck you. And it's all just whack internet shit. Like, in the street, like, if you go into the city, it's not really like that. It's far from that. And the feeling on Smack was crazy as fuck. And the best way I could put it is the same feel I get from a Don't Flop event. Same feel I get from a King of the Dot event. Any event around the world, it was the same energy. I swear to God. I the people, that's all shells. Like, to me, like, it's energy and spiritual shit. Like, the people were the same. It was the same people. It was the same shit. It was the same exact, it was the movement. It just felt like a family thing, to be honest with you. It didn't feel crazy. I didn't feel out of place, none of that.
Right, good.
And Beasley really took care of me, you know what I mean? Like, I'll always stick up for Beasley, too, because, you know, Beasley came through. Like, first of all, they fucking paid me really fucking good. Second of all, Beasley went out of his way to take care of shit for me he didn't have to do. You know, I'll never forget that either. He came through, like, got me an extra room, like, shit got all fucked up, and I had to stay longer, and a bunch of shit happened, and he came and took care of shit. So, you know what I mean? Respect to the motherfuckers.
Right. Guys?
It all went
outside of that,
fucking,
outside of that,
fucking bobby pin on the floor.
Nah, we was listening to the man of the hour.
We don't have no dead air. We be having, we usually, we have fun here. But, you know, we let it's your first time.
What I want to ask, though, right? No, what I want to ask, though, right, is through all the battles that you've had, you know, throughout your career, who can you say is your toughest opponent? Like honestly, you know what I mean?
I mean, the craziest look. It's crazy because, like, I feel like Pat came the closest to really beating me, but at the end of the day, like, DNA, I feel like the DNA battle was so crazy because that little motherfucker was so young when I first battled him, and he was just still, like, brand new, and he was like a fucking little chihuahua. You know, when you get a fucking chihuahua, it's hella energetic and running around, and you can't even fucking grab it because it's bouncing off the walls. Like, I was killing him, but I couldn't fucking hold him in one place. You get what I'm saying? Like, it was so crazy, and he for like 15 minutes with me, bro. Like, the battle is like one of our rounds is like 15-minute longs. Our third round is like a fucking 14-minute round or something. Like, and it was just him from the beginning to the end. So and he, like, literally, he didn't even have enough shit, but the dude was just hanging. Like, he basically, I think he didn't think I was gonna have so much shit, so he was freestyling a lot, and he was like literally not making sense, but still going through the shit and just pulling through and pulling shit out of thin air and just fighting. It was the most feeling I've ever got where I respected the rapper that I'm battling, like, more than ever was DNA, because I just felt like he's the real deal. You get what I'm saying? I don't know how to explain it to you. Like, I consider myself the real deal. Like, when I look at it like the Source or Hollow or Battle, those are the real deal type of battlers. Like, for that minute right there, like, DNA showed me, like, I'm with you guys right here. Like, I'm on that level. I'm a crazy new, like, hybrid fucking offspring shit of you guys, and I'm crazy as fuck. That's the feeling that I was getting from him, like a little Gohan type of guy.
Right.
Let me ask you a quick question.
So,
right?
Yeah.
Okay. I said earlier, you know, now what if I'm thinking of something at Guerrilla Warfare? What if I'm thinking of Dizaster, Clips, DNA, Hollow, you know, all the freestylers that go, Big Cannon? Would you be interested in doing a tournament?
I definitely, I'm down for tournaments as long as, like,
all freestyle.
I'm not really crazy. No, I mean, that obviously there has to be a way to, like, it would be hard to pull this shit off. You know, the only way you could pull it off, I'm going to tell you how you could pull it off. Just for the future, if you ever get the idea and you want to do it, the way you would pull it off is not tell any of us, bro, and just hit us like 2 weeks in advance, and you'd have to have a lot of money to be able to do it. And just get fools with bread and just be like, look, man, this is how much it's going to be. It's a fucking tournament. Are you fucking down or not? You got a freestyle. You got like a fucking, you know, even if someone has a week in advance, they're going to, you would, the best way you would do it was like a 3-night thing. You'd have to have a lot of money to do it, to get all those, the best freestylers, like, and the best battlers to do it, to do a tournament. You just have to be like, look, man, we got 4 nights. It's in 4 days. The event is happening. We got fucking X amount of money. Are you guys going to leave this money on the table? That's pretty much what it's going to be. And fools are going to jump for it. It's either going to jump for it or cats are going to be so scared that the money won't even outweigh the feeling of them getting their shit pushed in. Because they know that's it. The facade is gone. Like, if you told Mook to do some shit like that, bro, he would be out of there. Like, bro, I seen it on Total Slaughter. You know what I mean? He was out of the room, bro. I started destroying everybody. Mook was gone, bro. Roadrunner. Me. God. You know what I mean? Like,
what's happening with that? Are y'all y'all going back and forth? With is that a battle that could possibly happen with him?
I mean, everyone knows I would do it in a heartbeat. He would never be down to do it. Like, I think I've already seen it in his eye. You know what I mean? Like, for me, I don't care what anybody says. Even if he says, "Yo, get the bread and I'll do it," I don't really believe it at this point because I keep thinking back. Like, I did for a second think he might do it, but then I just keep thinking back on that look in his eye, that twinkle, the fucking total slaughter, where he was just like, it was just like being around a fucking bigger alpha male. You know what I mean? Like, I just felt it from him. Like, he was just beta milled. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it to you. As a man, for me, it's like completely different. Like, I just seen it in him. Like, he knows I would crush his shit. He knows it.
Yeah, kind of like when you punch somebody in the face, a female see me punch a bitch in the face, and then she like, oh, I can get it like that too, and then you dip off.
Straight up, like, it was just basically me knowing forever confirmation that I would defeat you. Like, he knows I would defeat him. Like, I don't know how to explain to anybody. All that blabbing he does, and you know, trying to say that, you know, he would kill me if the money was right or any weird shit, or he would never battle me because so-and-so. It's just, you know, he'd battle Surf for anybody. Like, Mook would battle anybody for money, to be honest with you. And, you know, he just wouldn't do it in a situation where it would be risky. You know what I mean? Like, he took Solomon, he waited till Solomon's shit died out. Like, in the heat, like, I remember because I was around back in the days, in the jump-off days. There was a period of time where Solomon and Mook were the best in the world. The best in the world were Solomon and Mook. Okay, we were all still coming up. You know what I mean? I was no the craziest dude in L.A., but there was no worldwide thing for me yet. You know what I mean? And I seen it. They got on a show together once, and I think they were both on a show, and Solomon just, like, clowned him. Like, it was just, it's so crazy watching how that changed. It's crazy how, like media and trends and things can influence thinking. Like, Solomon lost all that. He went away for 3-4 years and came back as the stranger Malcolm in the Middle kid from the fucking God damn, he came back as the dork that nobody knows. It was like, who the fuck is this guy? And then
he beat Daylight. I'm sorry.
And he had no confidence. Hey, the Daylight battle was crazy as fuck. I think he did incredible in that battle. I want to battle him. I'll be honest with you. I asked for Solomon, right? I'm going to just put this out there right now. I haven't never put this out there. But I asked for Solomon right after his Daylight performance. I was like, man, the only thing that makes sense for me is to get this motherfucker right now. You know what I mean? Like, he don't want to do it. He don't want to do it right now. And you know what? I respect Solomon because he's a humble motherfucker. He's nice as hell, and he knows, you know, what he can take, and he's honest, and he doesn't lie about it. You know, he could just be like, yo, the money is right. I don't want to do it. He really doesn't want to jump right into the fucking pit right away. That's what he said. So I guess he took the Daylight battle because it was a safe battle for him. The Daylight battle was a safe battle for him because he knows Daylight ain't going to get personal. He's going to do some funny antic, you know what I mean, which didn't end up being what he did, but still it was a safe battle for him if you think about it.
Well,
so basically, he wouldn't battle me. So yeah, what up? My bad.
Man, I don't mean to cut you short, but you know, here we keep it short and sweet. We do 45-minute interviews. We would like to have you back. We want to talk more. Man, don't even trip. We gotta have you back one of these days, man. We gotta get some more up out of you, man. But
hey, yo, don't trip, man. I got you guys whenever, man.
Yeah, we want to give you a chance to give your shout-outs or whatnot. We got probably about a minute and a half left, so, man, go on and get your shout-outs. Tell them where they can find you at.
Man, I ain't shouting out nothing but Crack City. All the other shit, I don't give a flying fuck, bro. I'm out of here, bro. Crack City, man. Follow me on my shit, at Mr. Dizaster. Follow me on fucking Twitter, at Mr. Dizaster. Subscribe to my YouTube at MC Dizaster. I'm putting out battles and freestyles and all types of shit in the next couple weeks, like, even the next couple days. So, yeah.
That's that shit.
When you putting this shit out? When this shit gonna be? When you putting this shit on YouTube?
Man, we ain't doing a YouTube right now. It's coming soon.
Oh, you don't even put it on YouTube? I got you. All right, cool. All right, well,
we're coming up. Matter of fact, when we do, we'll link you first and foremost, G. We got you.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, by the time I'll have all these battles out. So, yeah, you know, go watch the Caitlyn Jenner versus Bruce Jenner shit, because that shit will be out.
Word. Man,
all
much
right, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Good
looking
looking
for your time, G.
Nah, thank you.
Coco
all.
Londie.
Good night.
Bye.
All right, baby. Good looking out.
Bye. Bye, boo.
All right, you guys have a good one.
All right, Coco Londie, with that, hey, we're going to close the show. Great show, you know what I'm saying? Dizaster came and kicked it, and we'll see y'all the next time. Y'all be cool. Shout out to the world.
Peace.